Okay, today I'm going to give some basic food photography tips for beginners. Now this is not for professionals. If you're a professional and you're looking to step it up to the next level, this is not the video for you. If you are having trouble taking pictures of food and just not turning out like what you want, and you're wanting to see what you can do to make them look good enough to be posted on your website, send to your friends or whatever. And I'm going to show you how to do it whether you have a camera like this or a camera like this. I'm going to show you some basic tips that will improve your pictures of food. Now, one of the first things is plating. I see a lot of pictures where somebody will take a picture of a steak that's sitting on a dark plate. Now, a steak is a dark piece of meat sitting on a dark plate. It just blends in. So you really want color contrast between your food and your plate. Now, as you can see, I'm going to take a picture today of a sandwich. Now, the white bread on the white plate isn't going to stand out too much, but when I get done with this piece of bread, it will stand out on the plate. One of the big things is you are looking for color contrast in different colors. If it's all the same color, it'll just look plain. What we're going to do today is we're going to take some Nutella and a banana, and we're going to shoot a Nutella and banana sandwich. Now, because I am shooting this, I'm going to put a nice thick coating of Nutella. Now notice I'm not doing this on the plate, because you want to keep your plate clean until the absolute last second. Now, I have the piece of bread coated with the Nutella, and I've taken the knife and I've kind of smoothed it out. Now I'm going to put this on here. Now we're going to put our bananas on here. Yeah, the puppy heard bananas and she likes bananas, so I got to give her. All right. Now, after I wash my hands, we'll move on to the next step. Back. All right. Okay. Let me talk about one of my favorite things for shooting food is light. You can use bright lights, but they just don't get the same. They don't make your food pop like natural diffused light. Now, it's a bright sunny day outside. There's a lot of bright sun. If you shoot directly in the sun, which can be done, it's a lot more difficult. But here I'm in the shade of the direct sun, and I have some really nice light. Now, second item is on your cameras. If you just want to do quick snapshots, most cameras now have some kind of mode, gourmet mode or food mode. It's for shooting pictures of food. It turns off the flash, those kinds of things. So what I'm going to do is this first shot from this one and the first shot from my other camera are going to be in the food mode. Now what I'm going to do, if you notice, I've got the food set up here and I've got some interest. I've got a pattern here and I have the banana and the Nutella in the shot. Oops. I just wanted some Nutella. Alright, now I'm going to frame it. I'll shoot the shot. And then I'll do the same with the other camera, also in the gourmet mode. And just let the camera do its thing in auto. Alright. Now, one of the big advantages this camera has is I can adjust my aperture, and I can really step down the aperture and I can blur the background. So right now I'm in the aperture priority mode. I'm turning it down. Alright. And then I'll show you the pictures here in just a minute. Now, as you can see from the photos, the little pocket camera took a pretty good little picture. I mean, it's not going to grace any covers of magazines or anything like that, but hey, it'd be nice, you know, like if you're sending your friends, say, hey, this is what I had for lunch today. And, you know, you can use your cameras from your cell phones, stuff like that. It's the same techniques. Now, the third photo that you saw posted, you could see how all around the photo everything was blurred. Now, you could easily focus that camera in on the sandwich instead of the jar of Nutella, then the sandwich would be nice and crisp and clear, and it would pop, and it really, whatever's in focus the most, that's where your eye goes. So you can play with the cameras, you can get everything in focus where you want to. So let's quickly run down what we got. It doesn't matter what kind of camera you use. You can take a decent photo as long as you have a couple of elements. You want contrast. Contrast in color and contrast in texture. If everything is different colors but everything is the same smoothness and everything's real smooth, it's not as interesting. Contrast in texture is really good, as well as contrast in color. Neatness. Be sure your plates are nice and neat. It makes your pictures look a lot better. If you've got gravy poured all over your potatoes and just all over the place and it's just messy, it's not going to look as nice and neat and clean, and it's just not going to be as appetizing. Remember, it's food. You want it to look like something you would want to eat. Then you got light. Now, not every time you go to shoot a picture of food you're going to have the luxury of perfect lighting. It's just one of those situations we have to deal with. And we'll discuss that a little bit farther in some of the future videos. But like I said, I do prefer naturally bright, diffused sunlight. That is the biggest thing for me. Camera settings and video editing and editing and software, that's all stuff that can be handled later, or you don't really have to even get into that. If you just take a good basic photo, you don't have to worry about that too much. Anyway, this is supposed to be fun. I enjoyed it as a good hobby. I'm not going to be a professional, never will. I think that would take all the fun out of it. So anyway, I'll keep posting videos to show you what little bit I've learned along the way and what I learn in the future. And we'll see you later.